The Chicago Legal Clinic was started in 1981. Initially it was a storefront office in the South Chicago neighborhood. It started as a response to the steel mill closures in the area. And it was an intentional response to a very specific need, economic need, in a particular part of the city. And what's happened is in the ensuing decades, it's grown into a much larger organization.
The mission of the Chicago Legal Clinic is to identify legal needs and provide the services, legal services, as well as educate people who are unrepresented, and they are the most vulnerable, poor, and they are the most vulnerable in our society.
I also think we have a child rep who came in and said, you know, there isn't any serious endangerment here.
Anybody who's familiar with the Chicago Legal Clinic knows that the most extraordinary thing about our organization truly is our staff. We have an outstanding team of lawyers that represent their clients with every fiber of their being, who look to achieve results that meaningfully improve their clients' lives, and they do so regardless of that client's ability to pay. That's a truly unique and special kind of attorney. It's the kind of attorney who gets into this line of work because they care about access to justice and not just about enriching themselves as a professional.
We're not going to stand for this anymore because as people, as human beings, we are standing up for what we know is
We have an extraordinary, and this is particularly timely right now, an extraordinary immigration program that is run out of our office in Pilsen, which is directed by Carolyn Schoenberger, who's an extraordinary attorney.
I have been greatly honored to be at the Chicago Legal Clinic. I joined the Chicago Legal Clinic in 2004 and started doing immigration law in 2005, which was my dream and my reason for going to law school.
We provide legal services to immigrants who are looking to formalize their status and come out of the shadows, and also function as productive members of society with the additional security of knowing that their status in this country is protected.
So we represent many people from many different countries who want to bring their spouses here, or their mothers or their children here to be reunited. Also, if they're here, to have them adjust their status so that they can eventually become citizens and vote.
Immigrants are under stress like they probably have not been before during most of our lifetimes.
So I've been there through good times for immigrants and really bad times for immigrants, which is unfortunately what we're going through right now.
We will not take it anymore. Ya basta. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos.
And our clients largely are Spanish-speaking from Mexico, Central and South America, but also from Africa, particularly people who are from French-speaking Africa, as well as people from Poland, China, people who are here to realize the American dream.
Organizations like the Chicago Legal Clinic provide a meaningful safety net for those individuals who are most vulnerable right now. And they also serve as a check on those who would abuse power and who would seek to achieve political gain by targeting those among us who are most vulnerable.
Our country has been made great because it accepts immigrants, and the role that the Chicago Legal Clinic has in welcoming immigrants, supporting immigrants, and defending immigrants not only helps Chicago, but I think helps our nation. So if you, in fact, you want to go ahead and clean your records up.
We have an extraordinary program that exists to represent individuals who are looking to expunge or seal their criminal records.
That's actually a main reason that people come in to do an expungement or sealing case, is to get criminal records relief for job application purposes.
It's called our Blank Slate Records program, and that enables people to clean up their legal records so that they can move forward in their lives and function as a productive member of society and with removed barriers to employment.
Housing can be another area where people often run into problems with background checks, and are looking to be able to move out of a neighborhood or move into a better place and can't. In a bigger picture, just apart from the practicalities of it, it's also, a thing where people know that there's a path back. A lot of people might have had a troubled youth or a period of addiction in their lives or some other problem beset them. And part of that often goes into getting a criminal record. And so one of the things that people are often interested in for getting expungement of sealing, apart from anything to do with work or housing or what have you, is just a sense that they're redeeming parts of their lives, they're getting back into society, being a productive member of society, that kind of thing. And we hear that a lot from people, and I think that judges even appreciate that as well, because they're seeing people that are making efforts to turn their lives around, and give back some to the community as well.
We have some professionals at the clinic who are unparalleled in their fields. Our deputy director, Marta C. Bucata, who founded the clinic's domestic violence program and also is a pioneer as an attorney for the children.
I started with the clinic on April 1st, 1986. And so this year I celebrated 32 years of being with the clinic. I was always interested in the family law, the sociological application of the law, to help families deal with legal issues. And so I have always believed that in a family law situation or controversy, the children are the ones that get most affected, yet they do not have any voice in the legal system. The child advocacy program actually is representing the most vulnerable, who are the children, who are the ones who suffer the most consequences of whatever legal decisions the court makes on their behalf.
That was some paperwork. That's what you do. Go fast.
I'm very, very proud of our lawyers, and I'm also very, very proud of the support staff that we have that's every bit as dedicated as our attorneys, our intake people, our paralegals, our administrative support staff. We have a team of professionals at the Chicago Legal Clinic that truly cares about our mission and truly seeks to help people.
The Chicago Legal Clinic represents people who basically are working but do not earn a lot of money.
We tend to work with the working poor, so we get people that often have some income, but it's a limited amount, and so it's difficult for them to hire their own private attorney at a full market rate. So with that, we tend to charge on a sliding scale basis based on their income. So we get people from all over the city, all walks of life, but the common denominator tends to be a limited income.
Depending on the program, there are different types of clients that we serve at the clinic. However, they all have in common the fact that they cannot afford to pay for private representation, and also they have in common that they are the most vulnerable in our society.
Going forward, we need to make sure that organizations like the Chicago Legal Clinic are fully funded and protected and maintain their place in the marketplace, because without the Chicago Legal Clinic, there will be a whole host of litigants and individuals with nowhere else to go and who will approach the justice system at a considerable disadvantage because they lack for adequate representation. I believe we've acquired a reputation of an organization that provides quality services, zealous advocacy on behalf of our clients, and we do so in a way that meaningfully improves people's lives.